So for the popping arm escape, I'll show you from the neutral position, and I'll show you from the strong side position. But to get started, first things first, just like I said this month, there's one thing I want you to remember: always get 2-on-1 when your partner has your back. So step 1, 2-on-1. Make sure someone choking arm. Step 2, you're going to put your heels into the mat and scoot forward, clearing your partner's hooks and weakening their chest to back connection. Then you're going to pop the arm over your head to the other side, keep it nice and tight. This addresses the seatbelt. Now, last but not least, but I'm not safe yet, I'm going to turn towards my partner's arm and get to my knees. The entire time, I did not let go of his arm. One more time. So let's say from here, naturally, let's say Landon falls to the strong side, right? So just like before, step 1, I make my 2-on-1. Step 2, I'm going to scoot downwards, clear those hooks. I even go over his feet here in this case, because I'm on the strong side. Step 3, I'm going to pop the arm over my head. Step number 4, I can use this arm, I'm going to turn towards Landon and get to my knees. That is your pop the arm escape from back control. First things first, I have my back control on Coach Landon here. I need 3 components. These components are a seatbelt, so one arm over, one arm under, my 2 hooks, and a chest to back connection here. All our back control techniques is what they're going to start from here. To get started, here's your rear naked choke. All right, for the rear naked choke, first things first, I'm going to take my hand that's over the shoulder here, my strong arm. I'm going to make the letter V under Landon's chin, just like this. Once I get the V under his chin, I'm going to bring this arm out from under Landon's armpit so I can grab my bicep. Once I grab my own bicep right here, I'm going to slide my hand behind Landon's head onto my shoulder. This locks up my other hand here. Last but not least, I squeeze my elbows together very gently to get the submission. All right, so one more time. Step 1, I make a V under the chin. Step 2, I slide the hand out to grab my bicep. Step 3, I slide my hand behind Landon's head to get the configuration lock here. And last but not least, I squeeze my elbows together to get the choke. All right, that is your rear naked choke from back control. Right, weak side escape. So, first things first, just like before, we have a strong side and a weak side in the back control. I want to fall to the weak side because I want to get this escape. Just like before, first things first, I get my 2-on-1. As I get this 2-on-1, I make my way to the weak side by getting my head to the mat. Just like this. If I get my head to the mat, I can start to get my back to the mat as well to clear his chest to back connection. To help in that, I'm going to bring my butt off the floor and go hips up. You'll notice his hooks are starting to come off at this point. Once I get my hips up, I'm going to crab walk myself out of the hooks, just like this. And now my back is to the mat, but I'm not out yet. Last thing I'm going to do, I'm now going to turn towards Coach Landon's feet here, backing myself up, and turning over. Just like this. One more time. First things first, 2-on-1. Step number 2, I go head to the mat, start my escape. Then I'm going to go hips up to help alleviate those hooks. Step 4, I crab walk myself out to get rid of the hooks. Step number 5, I want to turn towards Landon's feet and get to the knees. That is the weak side escape. All right, for the gi collar choke here. First things first, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my hand that's under the armpit, my weak side hand per se. I'm going to open up Lennon's lapel just like this. Once I open up his gi here, this gives me a lot of access to attack his neck. I'm going to take my other hand, make a thumbs up, and go deep inside the gi as I can. I can use this grip to free out any slack if I need to. I'm going to take this hand here, reach across, and make a cross grip as high as I can onto his gi. Once I have my cross grip and my top grip here, my bottom arm is going to pull straight down, and my top arm is going to pull across at the same time, very gently. This looks like this. And there is my collar choke from back control. One more time. Step 1, open the gi. Step 2, thumbs up. Step 3, cross grip. Step 4, top arm pulls across, bottom arm pulls down very slowly. And there is my collar choke from the back control. Looks like. Knee on belly to mount. So we did talk about side control this month. You do want to have 3 key things. You want head and arm control, chest to chest, knees in tight. This is where you should start for your side control. So first things first, in order to stop my partner from framing effectively, I'm going to take both arms and get double underhooks. Step 2, I pop up to my knee on belly. With my knee on belly, this foot is off the floor. Otherwise, it acts as an anchor for my weight. My partner can roll me this way. I'm now going to slide my knee across to the other side and then slap the mat nice and quick. Once I get that, I go right into my mount. Time. So step 1, double underhooks. Step 2, pop up to your knee on belly. Step 3, slide your knee on belly across to the mat. And last but not least, slap the mat, finish off with your mount. That's your knee on belly to mount. All right, next technique we got on the block here is your knee on belly armbar. There are a few variations. We are going to do the flash version, which is quick from this setup. Here's what it looks like. All right, the knee on belly armbar. So starting from the knee on belly position, first things first, I need a straight arm from my armbar. So I'm gonna grab it with one hand, use my free hand to post. Step 2, my knee on belly is gonna now go knee on chest. This will get me closer to my arm and make a wedge under his tricep. Step 3, I'm going to kickstand the leg over the face. Step 4, I sit back very gently, collecting the arm between my vise here. I pull down, lift up, there's my arm bar. Time. From the knee on belly position. Step 1, straight arm. Step 2, slide your shin under the armpit. Go to knee on chest. Step number 3, the kickstand goes over the face. Step 4, sit back very gently, collect the straight arm, pull down, and bridge your hips. And that is your knee on belly armbar. This is your trap and roll technique. Trap and roll technique. So, first things first, my partner's on top of me in mount, right? Self-defense situation, you can throw punches in their face, right? I don't want to be here. I can block as long as I can, but eventually I'm going to get tired. So first thing I want to do is I want to use my knees to off-balance my partner by bumping him forward. Once I bump him forward, I'm going to take my arms and hug one of his arms to my chest, making sure to keep my partner safe and his hand is on my shoulder. Once I have his arm trapped, I'm going to take my foot on the same side. I'm going to block his foot against me. Last but not least, I bridge my hips up to the ceiling and I roll over my shoulder, finishing inside his guard. One time. All right, first things first, person I have on top of me. Step 1, I bump him forward.
Step 2, I'm going to hug his arm with both my arms. Trap it nice and tight. Step 3, I block the foot on the same side. And last but not least, I bridge my hips up and I roll over my shoulder.
And that is your trap and roll technique from the bottom of the mount. Okay, next technique we're going to cover today is our X choke from the top of the mount. I'll show you first, and I'll do it step by step. All right, so for the X choke, I'm just going to show you how to finish this with the head down and then with my head up so you can see what my arms are doing. So first things first, I want to open my partner's gi. I want to make a palm end grip, bringing my hand as low as I can and having the back of my hand touch the side of his neck. Once I'm here, I'm going to get nice and low and walk my hands around, make a post on the other side. Once I have this post, I'm going to put my head down to replace the post.
Once my head is down, I'm going to shade my partner's face with my arm and make a thumb end grip deep inside his gi. I bring my elbows to my partner's chest, bring my head in nice and tight, and last but not least, I'm going to pull my elbows back into my stomach and squeeze my partner.
All right, one more time without putting my head down. Step 1, open the lapel, make a palm up grip. Once I'm here, I walk my hands all the way around, let's make a post. From here, I would replace my post with my head. I'm just gonna keep it up to show you what I'm doing. I'm now gonna shave my partner's face, make a thumb in grip, deep inside the collar on the other side. I now bring my elbows tight to my chest, keeping it nice and tight together. And now I pull my elbows very gently back into my stomach and I get my choke. And that is the X choke from the mount.